Good morning all children. Hope you all are started to study, right? Assessment is coming, right? Then come back to the last part of the lesson, blowing in the wind. Here in this lesson we already learned many grammar, what and all, auxiliary verb, model auxiliary verb, affirmative questions and WH questions also. Then last part of this lesson, what is it? Pattern of sentence. Okay, last part it is pattern of sentence. The first pattern, that is, read the sentences given below and identify the noun phrase and verb phrase in the given sentence. Okay, read it carefully. Mr. Thornton nodded. In this sentence, what is noun phrase and verb phrase in this sentence? Mr. Thornton, it is a noun phrase. Then nodded, it is a verb, that is verb phrase. Second sentence, this puzzled me. Okay, here this is a noun phrase. Puzzled me, it is verb phrase. Next one, he wasn't South Indian. He is a noun phrase and was a South Indian. That part it is verb phrase. Then fourth one, Mr. Thornton reached the shooting location. In this sentence also, Mr. Thornton is a noun phrase and reached the shooting location. It is verb phrase. Again we are going to split the sentence. See here, next sentence, we mounted the camera on its tripod. Here, this is the sentence. This sentence we are splitted. We and second part, mounted the camera on its tripod. We, what is we? It is noun phrase. And this mounted the camera on its tripod. It is, we are going to split. It is verb phrase. This verb phrase again we are splitting. What is it? Mounted. It is verb. And the camera, that is noun phrase again. And on its tripod, it is prepositional phrase. Like that we are dividing or splitting the sentence in many parts with many parts. Okay. Then you have an exercise. Identify in a sentence what is sentence, verb, noun phrase, prepositional phrase, etc. etc. Okay. The first sentence, he went to meet the manager. In this sentence, we is the noun phrase. Went, it is noun. Went, it is verb phrase. And to meet the manager. To meet the manager, it is prepositional phrase. Okay. Then second one, Mr. Thornton reached the shooting location with the tiger. Here, Mr. Thornton, it is noun phrase. Reached, it is verb. The shooting location with the tiger. At the shooting location, it is noun phrase. With the tiger, it is prepositional phrase. Clear? Yeah. Like that, children, you want to identify the noun phrase, verb phrase, complement, object, infinite, etc. in this given sentences. Okay. Then next part. Then next one, the following forms may appear along with a verb to form a verb phrase. This auxiliary verbs, prepositional phrases, adverbial phrases, noun phrase. Like that. So here it is to be noted that a verb phrase can even have a noun phrase accompanied by a determiner and an adjective. Now let us analyze the function of noun phrase and verb phrase and its elements in the following sentence. For example, in that first sentence, what was it? Mr. Thorett nodded. The noun phrase, it is Mr. Thorett. It functions the subject of the sentence. Yes, Mr. Thorett functions the subject of the sentence. The verb phrase as the verb. Here, nodded, it is the verb phrase. It functions as a verb. In the second sentence, this puzzled me. This is the noun phrase. In this sentence, this is the noun phrase. And it is the subject of the sentence. This is the subject of the sentence. In a sentence, the first part, it is subject. So, here, this is the subject. In the verb phrase, puzzled me. Puzzle is the verb and me does the function of the object of the sentence. Me functions the object of the sentence. Puzzled, it is verb. In the third sentence, see, he was a South Indian. He was a South Indian. Here, he is the subject. Okay, the verb phrase here is the was a South Indian. In it, was is the verb and a South Indian is a complement. Clear? Fourth sentence, what was it? Mr. Thorett reached the shooting location. Mr. Thorett, he is the, that part is the subject of the sentence. Okay, reached, it is verb. The shooting location, that is adverbial part. Clear? That is, I am telling, in a sentence, each word, it has particular name and it functions its role. Okay. Then, the sentence pattern of the four sentences given above can be written as. Here we can see. So, S plus B, subject plus verb. Then subject plus verb plus object. Third sentence, what is it? He was a South Indian. That is subject plus verb plus complement. Okay. Then fourth sentence, subject plus verb plus the shooting location. That is the Mr. Thorett reached the shooting location. Mr. Thorett is the subject, reached, it is the verb, and the shooting location, it is the adverbial, that is A. Write four sentences in the same pattern. Okay, here I am giving to you a few examples for that. Arun played. Arun is the subject, played, it is the verb, S plus V. Second one, Arun played cricket. Here Arun, subject, played, it is verb, cricket is the object. Third one, Arun played with his friends. Arun is the subject, played, it is a verb, with his friends, that is complement. Last one, fourth sentence in this pattern, Arun played in the ground. Arun is the subject, played, it is the verb, in the ground, it is adverbial. Apart from these four sentences, okay, you want to concentrate some more ideas. What is it? These four sentence patterns, there are three more basic sentence patterns in English. In English, we will have many sentence patterns. See, we already learned. They, for example, what are they? S plus V plus O plus O. That is subject, verb, object and object. Here, for example, Mr. Thorett gave Ray 2 tigers. Here, children, Mr. Thorett, it is the subject. Gave, it is verb. Ray, it is object. Here, 2 tigers, again object. The next one, subject, verb, object and complement. Okay. Here, children, they painted the cage yellow. They is the subject. Painted, it is a verb. The cage, it is object. Yellow, it is the complement. Fourth one, subject, verb, object and adverb. That is Ray placed the camera on the tripod. Ray is the subject, placed, it is verb, the camera, it is object, on the tripod, it is adverb. So here in this pattern you want to prepare 4 sentences. Okay, here Arun, first example, SVOO. Okay, Arun gives Ashwati a pen. Arun, subject, gives verb, Ashwati, object, a pen, object. Second one, what is it? He wrote a letter in English. That is SVOC. S plus V plus O plus C. That is he is the subject. Wrote, it is a verb. A letter, it is object. In English, it is complement. Third one, S, V, O and A. That is subject, verb, object plus adverb. He speaks English fluently. That is, he is the subject. Speaks, it is verb. And English, it is object. Fluently, it is adverb. Then next children, next activity. What is it? Look at the following sentence from the memoir. The job is done by their standings. Notice were placed in the press all over the United States. Remaining things you please read it. Then after that, do the sentence have the similar pattern to those mentioned in activity 4? Clear? Then what differences do you notice? Their standings, write the above sentence S plus V plus O pattern. Okay, we already learned many patterns in English in this lesson also, now itself. Then here what is the pattern? S plus V plus O, that is subject plus verb plus object. See, this job is done by their standings. This sentence you want to write in this which pattern? SVO. In that pattern you want to convert it. So how is it? Their standings do the job. Second one, they notices were placed in the press all over the United States. Here, they placed notices in the press all over the United States. Third one, some films have been made in Bombay and Madras. This sentence you want to convert into subject, verb and object pattern. You have to bring it. Convert it. They have made the films in Bombay and Madras. Fourth one, Goopy and Bhaga could be petrified by the tiger. This sentence how do you convert? The tiger could petrify Goopy and Bhaga. Children, read this activity very carefully. It is very easy actually. You want to identify subject, verb and object, complement, adverb, etc. in a sentence. Okay, we will follow the sentences in many patterns according to the situations. So read it very carefully and understand it. Okay, do it in your notebook. Complete this tomorrow. Submit it. Okay, thank you.